Good morning, good morning, good morning, Nanette.
Morning.
Hello, welcome. So good to have you here with me. As everyone arriving, may I just invite all of us to receive a few breaths together? Naomi, yes! Old friends, old breathers, old lovers of life are here. What a joy, what a gift. So let's receive a few breaths together to really anchor us in this new moment. Allow sounds on exhale. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is like a living room with my best friends and my best clients. My fuck yes clients are here. Yes, in my fuck yes life. So while I'm welcoming everyone to join, let's actually open up our gorgeous, juicy bodies. I'm gonna play a song. An invitation is to really open up your chest, your ribs, your heart, so that we can receive a lot of magic, a lot of mystery, a lot of insights. Can you hear the music? Wow.
Satoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Satoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Satoma Sadgamaya
Oh, yeah.
Satoma Sadgamaya
Give me a little bit of heat. Ladies, I know you can. Yes.
Satoma Sadgamaya Satoma Sadgamaya Satoma Sadgamaya
What beautiful man. Allow us of your body. Oh, have you checked? Great guys. Have you yes, I like it. Great tap the body. Anna, welcome. Opening up. Okay. We have 30 seconds.
Satoma Satgamaya. Satoma Satgamaya.
Yes, Naomi, you got this.
Satoma Satgamaya.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You can just have a little moment with yourself, a moment of silence. Feel the heartbeat of your heart. If you place your hand on your heart, you can feel your heart beating in your own hands. If you're looking for miracle, it's right here in this moment. Miracle of heartbeat, miracle of your breath, miracle of life running through you. Beautiful. Welcoming everyone. I'm seeing my gorgeous sister from Thailand here. Mwah, mwah. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming. Can you hear me well, first of all? Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So this is not a standard masterclass where there is a teacher and there is a student. We are all teachers here. And the biggest teachers is actually, the biggest teacher is inside of you. So to connect to the teacher, we need to quiet our mind. And I find when our senses activated, when we are looking, we kind of lose that sentiment. So I invite you to close your eyes. And I invite you to really receive what I have to share with you today. Let's all unmute. Let's all mute so we can drop into the space of transmission. Okay. So find comfortable position. If you need to have cushions, I'm going to share with you a little bit more like theoretical part, philosophical rather, and then we're going to go into the breath itself. So for now, just find comfortable position. It's Sunday morning. I really want you maybe even be in your bed, super comfy and super relaxed. My name is Ksenia Bloom. For those who doesn't know me, I am devoted, committed, inspired by the power of breath. I've been guiding intimate immersions where we discover the truth of who we really are for the last 6-7 years. I've been running retreats in Ibiza, and when breathwork came into my mind, into my life, it restructured everything. It restructured me from inside out, my beliefs, my values, my capacity, my vision. And so now I find myself preparing for my first breathwork practitioner and facilitator training starting next week, where the full focus dedicated to the power of breath, to how it guides us into the depths within into our own mystic. I'm gonna you with love. Yes, beautiful guys. So, yeah, one of the main focus of my life is the breath and everything to do with breath. Retreats, immersions, couple work. I fuse breath with sexuality. For me, the breath is the pathway to expansion. So as we start in our journey today, I invite you to all contemplate, what does mystic means to you? I'm going to share how I perceive the mystic. And I would love to open up a few shares. So the way I see mystic, it's this inner oracle which lives within each and every one of us. It's this inner master, teacher, guru, wisdom, knowledge beyond an intellect. I believe mystic, it's our own depths, our own vastness, our own God and goddess within our human. It's the being out of human being. It's the being within human. It's the one who knows. It's the one who longs for greatness, for closeness, for expansion, for growth. It's the one which knows our own worth and never, ever, ever doubted. It's the part of us unconditioned, uncluttered by conditions of society, our upbringing, conditions of this dualistic world. It's the part of us which knows, which guides us towards our vastness, towards the fusion with God, with universe, with spirit. It is the drop of the ocean. It is representation of consciousness, individual array of collective consciousness. And before I pass a possibility for you to share how you see mystic, maybe there is something you want to add. I also want to share with you my direct experience of my own mystic. And as you listening to me sharing that, I invite you to contemplate, have you ever really felt that silent, quiet part of you? The pure beingness, the awareness, the emptiness, which guide you through your path. So for me, I had several moments of actually meeting and feeling my own mystic. Most of them happened during plant medicine and psychedelics trip. And maybe some of you will wonder, if I don't take plant medicine and psychedelics, does that mean I cannot meet my own mystic? Of course not. Luckily, we have our breath, which is the bridge between physical and spiritual, subtle, etheric, realms. So I specifically chose an example where I was able to feel my own mystic without any substances, even without the conscious breath, which is like an elevator, takes you right there, a shortcut, if you will. When I was living in Ibiza, some of you who knows my story, I was born in Ukraine, came to London when I was 19 for 2 weeks and lived there 15 years, had a sparkling career in diamonds and fashion, and had it all on a paper and was deeply lost within my own heart, drowning in shallow waters, searching for my own depths. When I moved to Ibiza, where I started teaching yoga and running retreats, one of those days I went to the beach to practice yoga. It was Sunday. I came back and I realized that I forgot the key, second floor. It didn't happen the first time. I already experienced that before. So I pushed the table from the ground floor. I found the ladder and I climbed to my balcony. And as my right hand was overlapping that balcony and the left hand holding to the water pipe, suddenly the ladder fall down out of my feet. And I found myself hanging on the balcony on the second floor. I knew that underneath me, apart from the ground, there is this table, which if I fall down on top of, I could severely damage myself. I can become disabled. I can even die. And as I was hanging there, my mind was going crazy, fears, anxiety. And amongst this mental chaos, I felt complete stillness. I noticed that there was a part of me watching everything what is unfolding with such peace, such calmness. That part of me didn't worry if I'm gonna become disabled or die. There was no worries. There was just pure presence, just watching, observing how my life unfolding without any preferences, without really wanting me to survive or hoped I don't damage any of my bones. There was no desire. There was just pure observation. And it was so crystal clear that this is the part of me which died many, many times. And this part possesses all the knowledge through all these lives, all these timelines, all those death and rebirth. It's seen it all. And it was incredible to really feel that part and just know that there is a deep down of me, a part which is not human. It's my spirit. It's my mystic. It's my visionary, which guided me towards my path without fear, without doubt. This part of me accepts everything as it is. This part of me never tries to fit in. This part doesn't care what other people think about me. This part wants me to keep expanding because it knows my capacity. It knows my greatness. It have seen me being a goddess and a king and a priestess. And this part is also present within each and every one of you. And so today, this whole masterclass is dedicated to deepen the intimacy with your mystic, with the part which knows. And when you're able to truly connect to your mystic, you don't need any teachers because the wisdom is already within you. What stops us to connect into our wisdom, it's our human part, conditioned part, our mind, linear mind, which always compare everything to the past, which always doubt, which fears, which wants us to be remain in comfort zone, which doesn't want us to take risk, which doesn't like uncertainty. And so this is our work to breathe deeper into that part which knows. And the breath is one of the most extraordinary, fastest, most powerful way to connect to our depths, to move from physical, somatic, which is body, physical, into subtle, spiritual, metaphysical, this word slipped my mind, transcendental experience, which is beyond the physical, beyond the things we can comprehend. And those are the things which we can contemplate on, which I call mystery. Recently, I lost a dear friend of mine who was my lover, who was my friend, who was my shaman. He unexpectedly passed away, transitioned in Ibiza last week. And yesterday, when I was in a booth with my dearest queens doing ceremonies, he came 3 times and I felt his presence. I could not see his body, but I felt his love. And I sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. And this is what I call mystical experiences, something which is very hard to understand, and yet it exists. I also call it magic, something what we don't expect, something what we don't understand, and yet it exists. So I would love you all to contemplate on your relationship with your inner mystic. If you had any mystical experiences which you couldn't explain, but you just knew that they are real. And if any of you would like to share it with us, unmute yourself. I would love to hear. I would love to hear. Yes, Neda, please. Yeah.
Hi, Ting. It's so nice to hear you, be with you again. Thank you for hosting and sharing. I was once a little lost. I'd lost my focus. Things had been abandoned in my life or neglected. And I was on the balcony and I fell asleep. And when you speak of the inner mystic, I really feel on another dimension, a version of myself, either now or in the future, sent me a song. And the words of this song had now carried me through the darkest of tunnels as a reminder of something bigger and much more meaningful that's taking place on this journey. And if I may, I'd love to share it with you all, even though my voice is super husky.
Please, that would be a gift. Thank you.
I hope you can hear the lyrics. Isn't okay, here we go. You're writing your story every day that you live. How will you choose to write it? Where will you take the lead? Can you take hold of the reins? Can you lead with your heart? So that when it's time to say farewell, you may easily part.
Thank you so much. I have tears in my eyes. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. How profound and how expansive and true. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wants to share the encounter with your own mystic?
Can I?
Yes, Ksenia. Yes,
Yes, I know.
Ksenia.
I also live in Bali. I follow you on Instagram, and that's why I joined. And I
Wow.
recently started my transformational, I don't know, healing process. And I started sometimes to feel throughout the day like I'm not in my body anymore. You know, it's like I'm like detached from it. I don't feel my body, but I feel like I'm bigger than this. You know, and sometimes I walk on the street and I can't feel my legs, I can't feel my hands. And I think, do people notice it too? Or is it just me? Is it just me somewhere? Or people are the same? You know, so it's honestly, it's amazing experience. Like you're disconnected, but you're so connected at the same time.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's amazing.
Thank you so much. And yeah, again, we have this beautiful duality, connected and disconnected. Yeah, I can so relate to that. It reminded my Bufo experience for those who have tried plant medicine. And after Bufo experience, I was with the shaman and he was drumming and I was like this massive rocket, you know, there was no end and no beginning to me. I was everything. And same time, like it was darkness. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, I'm like, you know, I'm going fast. Like my whole physical body is trembling. I cannot see my own edges. And same time, it's darkness. And when I try to look, I had the eye mask at that time lying on the massage table in the center of Ibiza in this little apartment. And I was like, yeah, it's black because I have the eye mask, of course. But in fact, when I start looking at it, I realized that it's like a dark water. You know, when you come to the ocean in the night, there is a movement. So it's not flat. It's not like a black eye mask. So what I'm trying to say is that when I came back and shared my experience with my shaman, he said, but this is universe. But because of our human mind is so limited, we perceived it as nothing. But in fact, it's everything. And this is this duality, connected and disconnected, emptiness and same time, this emptiness contains everything within it. Thank you so much for listening. Anyone else want to share your experience with your own, like some mystical experience? Something happened to you and your mind was just blown away. Okay. Well, I'm sure you have those experiences. And if you don't, the path of the breath, the conscious, connected circle breath, is your shortcut. It's a pathway to access your own mystic. Why? Because it helps us to quiet our conscious mind. Because when we are stuck in our mind, it's very hard to open up to mystery, to magic, to the mysticism of life. And actually, I made a few notes here I want to share with you. Who is the mystic? And if it feels good to you, close your eyes so you can receive it at a deeper level. Mystic, unmediated by religion. It's embodiment of fierce and tender wisdom. He has a direct experience of sacred, of divine. Mystic transcend ordinary human knowledge and experience. Mystic is unable to tap in and access intuition. Mystic initiated into mystery, and with that initiate people on his path to deepen intimacy with the mystery, with the place we all came from, with the place we will all return to. Mystic communicates with the source. Mystic goes beyond the conditions, limitations, shadows, limiting beliefs, traumas. And why is the breath is the pathway? For those who breathed with me before, we talked about it, that if you ever tried plant medicine or psychedelics, you know that you have non-ordinary, altered states of consciousness experiences. So how the breath is able to take us into those experiences? Because we, all of us, have a DMT produced by our bodies when we are born and when we are dying. So when we breathe for the longer period of time, we activate our own DMT, which is in our pineal gland, our third eye, and also in our lungs. So the excess of oxygen is actually what activates DMT and allow us go beyond our ordinary experiences, beyond our past, beyond our perception of who we are, beyond our identity, beyond our limiting perception about our own power, our own greatness, our own capacity. So breathing deeply for a longer period of time is allow us to take a step back from our mind, become observer of our thoughts, drop deeper into our body, able to access that library of all the event which happened for us in this lifetime. And we're able to do the inner work within our body through releasing unprocessed memories, unprocessed emotions, unprocessed experiences, unprocessed suffering, energetic residues, emotional residues, which build up. Right now, I hear my air conditioning sound. So if I don't clean my air conditioning every 5 months, it will start being blocked by the dust. And sooner or later, it will not be able to perform to its highest capacity. The same with us, human beings. We need to constantly clear out debris, energetic debris, emotional debris, help our psychic to process things which get stored so that we can have more space to be empty, to sit in silence and contemplate about our own depths, contemplate about our gifts. How can we express them? How can we be of service? How can we create an impact in this planet? How can we make a difference in someone's life? How can we become the greatest version of ourselves? How? And from that space of emptiness, we find all the answers. So we're going to slowly dive into the session. I prepared a 90 minutes powerful deep dive for you today. And my prayer for you to deepen your intimacy with your own mystic. My prayer is for you to create intention around the relationship with the mystic within you. You can perceive it as your heart, as your spirit, as your heartbeat, as your breath, as your consciousness. This is your own perception, and whatever you perceive is true. And so I invite you to connect to that depth within your being and deepen your hearing capacity so that you can follow the whispers, the quiet whispers of your spirit, urging you to expand, to grow, to embody. So we're going to start the breathwork session itself by the round of box breaths, where we will be working with our intention. We're going to inhale through the nostrils, count of 5, hold your breath 5, exhale 5, hold 5. Every time you hold in your breath on inhalation, I invite you to bring into your field your intention of what you're calling in. It might be not connected to the mystic. I invite you to stay with the theme of mystic, but if there is something more important for you in this moment, honor that and bring that intention into the field. When you're holding your breath on inhalation, and when you exhale and hold your breath on exhalation, I invite you to bring your intention of what are you letting go? What limiting story, perception, what hurt, you are ready to let go. So, if there is any of you who have never breathed consciously for a longer period of time, please raise your hand. And that. Okay, wonderful. Okay, beautiful. Did all of you had the possibility to listen to Breathwork questionnaire, which was on in email? Raise your hand if you have not listened. You have not listened. So naughty! So naughty! Okay, so it means I need to give you a little bit more of a background. So when we breathe consciously, actively for a longer period of time, we will bring, there is a certain ratio between oxygen and CO2 in your body. When you breathe, conscious connected circle of breath, you automatically bring more oxygen. And this excess of oxygen start creating physiological sensations, such as tightness around your jaw. Why? Because whenever there is a trauma or unexpected events, we straight away clench our jaw. So you might feel the tightness around your jaw. You might feel tingling sensation. You might feel extreme heat, extreme cold, numbness. You might feel half of your body paralyzed. You might have the chicken claws, very famous cold tetany. That is absolutely normal. You will feel your hands become stiff, like stiff and rigid. You're like, wow, what's going on? I invite you to become 3-year-old. You know what 3-year-olds do? They're like, oh, wow, look at my fingers. They're not freaking out. They're just fascinated. So I invite you to be fascinated by all the physical sensations in your body. You might have mental resistance where your mind tells you, I can't do it. This is not for me. I can't breathe. This is absolutely normal. Invitation is to stay with your breath and just do your best. Just breathe as much as you can. And most of the time you're able to break through. There is a moment happens where where you're able to move through it. And of course, there is emotional sensations. You might feel tears running down your beautiful face. You might feel anger, grief, rage, shame. I invite you to welcome all your emotions as if they are your children. We're not picking, we're not choosing, we're allowing everything to be here in this field. I'm going to call upon your spirit guides to hold the field around us and to create a protection for us and to protect us from everything what is not love. And meanwhile, all you need to do is breathe deeply. Building up, we're going to have a journey, 90 minutes playlist. Halfway through the journey, there will be a peak. And until we reach this peak, I invite you to stay committed. There would be moments you want to give up. You will find yourself checking out. You will find yourself stop breathing. That's normal. No problem at all. The invitation is to bring your awareness back. The breath is what's going to bring you into your presence, into your mystic, into the present moment, into your bodies, into your emotions, into the mystical revelation. So invitation is to breathe, invitation is to feel, to zoom into your sensation in your body and be like in museum, like, wow, imagine you're inside your body. Just fascination, no fear, Remember that all the sensation will wear out when we switch into the nostril breath in the end of the session. Until then, always breathing through the open mouth. In terms of the breath comes from your belly, I invite all of us to place your hand on your rib cage. Feel the expansion of your ribs. Beautiful. Anytime you feel like you're checking out, place your hands around your wrists, around your ribs, and keep it there. Okay. So the focus always on inhale. Inhale 10 out of 10, exhale soft and passive. And it looks like that. Active 10, passive 7. Active 10, passive 7. And then as we're coming closer to the peak, your job would be to fuse active 10 and passive 7 together into a circle. Marry active 10 and passive 7 together. Okay. Any questions so far? No. Okay. The invitation is to feel everything and to trust your breath to reveal what needs to be revealed today, and trust that this is the gift for you, which you don't need to resist and you need to receive with the surrender and gratitude. So we have a little moment for you to use bathrooms. If you need to use bathrooms, highly recommend to do that. And when you come back, I invite you to zoom into lay down and allow the camera to show me your belly and your face. If I can see the full face, amazing. If I cannot, really important for me to see your belly and your mouth. So if I see you closing your mouth, I can gently guide you to open it up. Okay, beautiful, you guys. Taking a moment to use bathroom if you need to, and find the most comfortable position. Nada, I recommend you to consider breathing on your sofa or on your bed. Yoga mat could be lying down for 90 minutes, could eventually feel a little bit uncomfortable from my personal experience. Yeah, so try to position yourself on something soft and cozy so that your body can relax. Yes, my beauty, yes. Yes. In terms of the pillows, you will only need a pillow at the back of your heart. We're not using the pillow the way we normally use it. We use not a very big pillow at the back of your heart. Beautiful, you guys. Okay. Yes, Ksenia, try to make it softer for you. I think this is a really big pillow. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's start. Can you hear my voice well? Give me a high five if you can. Yeah? Okay, epic. Thank you. And now we're gonna start breathing through your nostrils. Deepening the breath through your nostrils. Bring your intention. Yes, Alice, I see you. Very good. Inhaling through your nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your vision. What are you calling it? With regards to your mystic, softly sail, nostril, feel the temperature rush. Hold your breath. What are you flattering? Perception. Inhale. Hold. What are you drawing today? Exhale. Reverence. What are you planning? Last round. Inhale all the way up, nostrils. Hold. Way up. Let with track. Vibration before we give ourselves permission to let go. Opening your mouth. Jaw is open and relaxed. Can you hear my voice? Give me a high five if you can. Yes, yes, everyone can. Anna, Alex.
We cannot hear you all the time. That's the point. So sometimes it breaks and the music before was too loud.
But the music is now good, Alex?
Now it seems good, yeah, but before, like, I couldn't hear.
Okay,
And
let's focus.
Anna apparently either.
Start breathing deeply through. It breaths into your toes, to your fingertips, into the soles of your feet. And welcome with the breath a sense of relaxation into your ankles, into your calf muscles. To your knees. Breathing into your thighs. And with the breath, feel like any tension, any holdings melting away. Every muscles relaxing, letting go of any holding. Breathing into your genitals. 3 deep breaths to activate the portal to sacred sexuality, which is another passport to connect to your inner mystic. Your orgasm, power, fused together with God. We experience oneness, unity, wholeness. Deep breaths of gratitude and acknowledgement to your yoni, to your deep reverence. And breathing into your bellies. See if you can connect to the emotions harbored within your belly. Every exhale allows softening, letting go. Breathing into your heart. Feel the expansion of your rib cage. The more you can expand your ribs, the more you can receive into your heart. Your life itself, the fluid, divine, sacred frequency. Give yourself permission to receive. Each inhale, activate your heart. Each exhale, anchoring in your heart, in your mystic. Breathing into your throat, welcoming the mystical expression. Remembering that all of you is welcome here. All the sounds, all the movements, all the expressions. Breathing into your shoulders, into your arms, allowing your arms to become heavy. Breathing into your fingertips. Shifting your breath into the base of your spine. Activating your kundalini. Welcoming it to rise through each of your vertebrae, your lower back, middle back, back of your heart, your upper back, through the back of your neck, where your spirit shifts. Welcoming the breath to relax your jaw, opening up the space in your teeth, softening relaxing your facial muscles, breathing into your cheeks, into your eyes, into all the little muscles around your eyes, breathing into your temples, and finally moving into third, 3 breaths of activation. Welcome my capacity to see with my eyes closed. And finally shifting your breath into your brain, into your scalp. And now bringing all this energy into your crown. 3 deep breaths, activate opening of your crown. Connect you to your cosmic intelligence, divine guidance, the outer mystic. Let us be guided by the spirit, great, higher. Beautiful, you guys. Continue breathing through your mouth. And with every song, the invitation is to deepen your breath. Deepen your intimacy with your own lover, your breath, which is a pathway to wisdom. Feel how the breath enters you. Observe how fast it is expanding your rib cage, right into your heart. Start breathing into your shoulders, your ears, deepening your inhale. Giving my full power to your breath. Anytime my mind tries to guide me somewhere else, I deepen my inhale. I come back to my body, to my temple, to my heart. Me, each inhale. Mission to collect as many inhales in my imaginary basket in my hand as only humanly possible for me to do. And I perceive my breath as the sacred medicine. Each inhale, additional drop of healing nectar, which activates deepens your capacity to mindfulness, to allow, to express mindfulness. Feel that your mouth is wide open and relax. And bring your hands on your rib cage, just making sure that your ribs expand into its full capacity. 7 out of 10. Exhale 7 out of 10. actively marry together with massive exhale. Trying to reach out for the next place. That place, knowing all how you will reach the peace needed of connection to alone. Kindness in the lungs, absolute so that keep going. Allow your mind to notice sensations in the body. Sadness, life, rest, bodies, breathing consciously. Go, I mean, be or else. Invitation is to deepen. If there is any part of your body which are hurting you today, I invite you to direct breath happening to your peace to this whole breath. Observing the little gaps between your hands. Perhaps minimizing those gaps with your feet. How is my voice coming through now? Can you hear me well? Can you breathe? Observe the sensation in your body. Observe if there is any dominant emotions present for you today. Deepening your breath, intimate, deepening the intimacy with yourself, with the present moment, with the deep truth within your being. Bring your awareness into all your sensations. Bring your breath into your sensation, like the sacred divine offering, allowing the energy to be moving through your body, welcoming this deep cleanse, energetic shift, emotional process. And as the music is shifting, allow yourself to deepen your breath even more. What is your mystic want you to know? Bringing your awareness into your breath constantly, deepening, letting the influence to be deep, conscious, aware. Is it my body able to release to active 10 fused together with passive 7 with deep constant circular rotation, sacred ceremony, deep within intimacy, intimacy with your organs, with your heart, your drop of blood, the lungs, nourish the glands, the body, get an emotional residues. There is a capacity to deepen your breath even more. Fill in the gaps that you inhale and exhale. If your ribcage can expand even more, 360 degrees expansion. Imagine your ribs are your wings, your emotion to allow you to receive, to embody your fullness. We're about to move our next song. Deepen your breath even more.
Be the love, be the light. Hear your voice, spirits calling. Be the love.
How much do I allow myself to receive?
Hear your voice, spirits calling. Awaken to the rhythm of the falling rain. Surrender to the moment, let it wash your pain away. Awaken to the rhythm of the falling rain.
Keep breathing.
Surrender to the moment, let it wash your pain
Permission to feel
away.
everything.
You are the light, you are the light. Lift your voices, spirits calling. You have enough, you are alright. You've got a choice to stand from falling. Awaken to the rhythm of the falling rain.
Stay present
Surrender to the moment, let it wash
with your
your
breath,
pain away.
with your
Awaken to the
sensations,
rhythm of the falling
your
rain.
emotions.
Surrender to the moment,
Welcome
let
in
it wash
deep
your
inner
pain
outlet,
away.
inner intimacy. Full permission to be expanded by
Beauty
your breath.
shines from the inside out. Beauty shines from the inside out.
Can I deepen my breath? Can I connect to my truth? We're coming closer and closer. As we start building, deepen your breath. Imagine we climbing together the mountain, and at the peak of that mountain, let go anywhere. Are you ready for the long run? Welcoming any sounds, any movement. Are you ready? Stay intimate with the expansion of your ribcage. 360. Breathing all the way to your ears, to your shoulders. Welcoming divine feminine to enter you. Through the room. Allow the divine shine. Allow it to take that practice. Let go of all this. Beautiful. I see the movement. Some of you allow your body to be expressed through the movement. Wow. Sound, movement used together with the breath. Rest. Feel the expansion of your ribcage. Are you allowing yourself to receive fully? In life, through your breath. Active 10, into the passive 7. No gaps from this point on between your inhale and exhale. Let them be fused into a perfect manner, into a perfect levels. Let your inhale and exhale dissolve into one breath. Circle, uninterrupted, breath of life. Receive and release. And so so great. Keep expanding. Expanding your energetic field. Expanding your heart. Expanding your oxygen intake. Expanding your greatness. Deepening your intimacy. Your mystery. Your teacher. your being, your inner master, which your mind cannot even grasp. So you will never be able to access it through mind. Deepen your breath. This is the medicine. This is the pathway. Breathe into your sensations. What emotions are present for you now? Can you embrace them in your next inhale? Full acceptance of this now moment as it is. Keep breathing. The next song is your pick, my beauties. Invite you to double up, level up, bring your practice, self-realism, practice of awakening. You double up the level of depths of your inhale, and you make it faster, deeper, even more aware. Each breath deep into your sacred temple, where the magic of lifetime revelation awaits for you. Deep breathing. Calling in mysticism. Allow your spirit to guide you. Allow your breath to overtake, bring you into the state of releasing any thoughts which come up. Allow them to be, but giving them zero attention. Just let them. They appear and disappear as if they were born lying. You know. Welcoming the movement. Release. You're safe to release. Allow your body to release. That is that. stage to feel. I welcome all, whether they come through the sweat, pain, the tremor, through the movement, through the chi, through my spine, drawing the circle, awakening my kundalini. Maybe my hips are trembling. Stagnation. Let it be cleansed. Ah. Sacred ceremony where indeed the truth of who I am, the truth of my power, beauty of my gifts, it is here and now. I expand my capacity of the perception of who I think I am. And I go beyond those perceptions. I break through them. So I discover the depths of my mystery, my power, my birth. Beautiful, you guys. Stay present, stay focused. We are moving each peak, which means it's the most dynamic part. And the invitation is to double up the level of depth of your own life, your own love. Here we are. Entering shamanic space. All the aspects of our being allowed to be here. All the expressions are welcome in that space. I trust myself to guide my body, to touch my body where it needs to be touched. I welcome the releases, the trembling of my body. I'm welcoming every single emotion. Tears, joy, pleasure, ecstasy, rage, shame. I welcome all the aspects of who I am. I own them. I claim them. I breathe into all of who I am. Unapologetic, unashamed. I bring breath into all who I am, so I can rise in my power. Liberation and embodiment. What are we liberating here in this moment? As we are almost at the peak. This is where your breath is the most intense, most dynamic, most rich, most full. I I trust my breath to guide the energetic movement through me. I fully trust the transmission which is taking place now through me, through my temple, my body, the upgrades, the codes which being recorded within my psychic now. I receive, I welcome. We are halfway through the peak, my beauty. Few more minutes, give it all. If that is true to you, if you have capacity to breathe deeper, stay with that. Few more minutes of receiving, charging your system, charging your connection to your mystic, activating the ancient power and knowledge within you. Lifetime of knowledge, where it fully lands into your field and becomes obvious. Let it be known. Let your mystic reveal himself, herself to you through the revelation, through the movement, through Kundalini activation, through emptiness of your mind, through activation of your crown. Amazing, my beauty. You're doing so well. Keep going. Keep going. We have 1 more minute of active receivership of oxygen, of our inner psychedelics, our inner plant medicine, the alchemy, resist, transmute. Keep your mouth wide open so that you can receive as much as you can in this moment. Beautiful, you guys, standing at the peak of the mountain. What are you letting go? What is it you're ready to release with the depths and conviction? Sacredness, divinity, truth, depths for you. Feel. Continue breathing. Use your inner experience with divine fluid frequency. Feel breathing your lungs. When you feel the muscle, all your lead heart, you choose each of your you breathing like yours. You deepening your healing, your expansion, your liberation. Feel your arms.
Here and now, before earth and sky, we stand. We feel the blessing of your infinite love in our bones, in our blood, in our breath, in our hearts. We open our eyes to see beyond what we have seen before. We open our ears to hear what we could not hear before. Beyond limitation, beyond the beyond. We feel a new story emerging from ourselves and rippling out into our lucid bodies as waves of love remind us of who we really are. Dissolve us into what we have always meant to be. And the layers between us and who we are meant to be fade away. And suddenly we realize we are all that we dream we could be. To see without eyes, to walk without feet, and to fly without wings. This is my prayer for you.
You more breath through the mouth. Only few more songs we have breathing through your mouth. What if these two songs are the last songs you can breathe through the mouth? How would you breathe? What would you see? Welcoming the movement without you, shaking off your body. Feel it and increase. Bring that half. Taking up the arms, the sound of your next inhale. Liberation. Embodiment of your inner wisdom. Liberation from the conditioning and limited perception. Only a few more songs written through the mouth. Go in, take a break. Keep your eyes closed and stay present to your physical sensations, emotions, thoughts. Stay present with your life, your breath. And transform you from inside. Allow surrender. Any sound. No one. Which part of you want to express out here and now? That is too much. Allow the mystery. Activate magic. About the transformation With darkness we rise, rise as the dream try. Feel the quotes of your expansion from your lips. Rise, rise. I am safe in my body. Safe to access my depths, to express my being, to trust my body, embodiment, fullness, be within my being. And the last song is, the next song is the last song we breathe in through the mouth. Last song is keep the grass through the mouth. How much more you allow yourself to see? How much more you allow yourself to we allow it. Your hands face face down between the two straight line. Closing softly your mouth and welcoming integration. We have 3 songs. Deep opening the nostril.
No, but mine is
So sad, it's so sad. I'm high, still. I'm higher than the mountain. Ooh, higher than the mountain. Slow down, down. You make me high, high. You are wise in my eyes. Come home. You are wise in my eyes. Come home. Surrender now to your heart, to your heart. Burn away your desire. Become one in the eyes of love. Seeking God above when solely inside. Solely inside. I'm higher than the mountains. Those who are sitting down, I invite you to keep your eyes closed a little longer. Just rest and higher than the mountains. Slow down, down, down. Make me high, high. Who are you? Who are you? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, comencé besos. Hare Rama, comencé besos. They're all alone, they're all alone. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Slow down and give your mind a rest. Calm down and do your best. Become one in the eyes of love. Seeking God above when solely inside. Solely inside. In your Masterclass. Your nostrils.
oshaki ni wa nitta yoshu shake it, shake it, shake it nitta ya ire were were ire were were nitta yoshu ire were were ire were were nitta yoshu ire were were nitta ya oshaki ni wa nitta yoshu shake it, shake it, shake it nitta ya ire were were ire were were nitta yoshu ire were were ire were were nitta yoshu ire were were nitta ya oshaki ni wa nitta yoshu shake it, shake it, shake it nitta ya ire were were
Beautiful. A song for us to come. body wants. Maybe you want to stay laying down. I just want to position the camera on you so I can see. Connecting to the silence, internal and external. Reflecting on all the gifts and treasures you brought from that mountain. Welcoming yourself back into this now moment. And whenever you're ready, whoever wants to start, I would love to be able to hear each of you, at least for a quick share. How was your experience? If we're talking about your intention, was your experience connected to your intention? Could be yes, could be no. Both options are amazing. There is no better or worse experience. It's just ease. It's what we need in this moment. And so I invite shares, whoever is ready. It's a tender moment after the breath. Who is able to share with us the journey you had? Yes, Nada, please, and let's unmute. Unmute. Can you unmute? Yes, perfect. Can you hear me? Yes.
Wow. Thank you, first of all, for the guidance for this journey, this process. It was phenomenal for me when I could hear you guiding us saying this is the peak, but my body was already shaking all over. I felt an expansion of my spirit coming out, reaching every part of my physical being and beyond. Yeah. And it was profoundly beautiful and nourishing and very, very relaxing towards the end also. Even when the sound cut for me at one point, I would come to the screen and I was just, my skin feels soft. My hands feel soft after they'd come out of the cramp. No, they just feel like silk. And I looked at the screen and a couple of other people were rising, experiencing maybe the same with the sound. And it was like we were all these flowers in a field just coming, and then we lay back when the sound came, and just it was thank you for this collective gathering, the opportunity to be a part of it. I felt you, I felt everyone, and I felt myself, and everything beyond the tangible, the mystic. So thank you. Thank you.
Nada, what a beautiful share. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really feel we are all interconnected and we're like blooming and expanding. We activating each other, mystic, giving each other a new narrative, permission to embody it more. And you definitely a great example of embodiment. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, and thank you for trusting me with your body. I've seen the release and it was quite quite expansive, shall we say. So thank you for not going into fear and just allow your body to do the healing it needs to do. The body knows best. Yeah, voila. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nada. Thank you. Who else able to share with us? Naomi, few words. Tell us. Tell us.
Thank you so much. It was really gentle, and I felt really relaxed, and yeah, I found my breath was really releasing so much, and I found myself shaking, and then I was stretching my legs out a lot, so I could feel myself connecting with, like, I was, so many thoughts went through my mind, and then also like gentle peace a lot of the time. And yeah, I found that really cathartic. I would say the words like cathartic would be one of them, and profound. Yeah, it was really good. And I just felt really peaceful. I feel really peaceful now. So yeah, your observation about feeling soft on the skin before, I feel the same. And yeah, I feel like I was just connecting throughout, trying to bring my mind back to my heart, my soul, my center, and the mystic. This idea was really, really nice to link that. And I thought a lot about like my true heart and what when I feeling my heart soar more. And so I was just connecting with that part of me. So that was really great. Namaste. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Naomi. Something like it's a very beautiful share as well. And like there are two words which really struck with me: gentle peace. A gentle peace.
I'm searching for it.
That gentle peace is our depths is our mystic. So thank you for another beautiful way to describe it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ksenia.
Thank you, love. Anyone else?
Yes, thank you. It was so good to do a session with you again. It's ages since I have. And yeah, it was a surprise that I didn't have, when you said, what is your intention? I didn't find something specific, but I thought just let go all of these loose ends, these things that are still open, but I didn't stress about not having a clear intention. And so was the journey. I don't know where I am now. It was like, but really beautiful, not this now is happening and this was my intention and now this is happening, that makes sense. So like nothing of all that, like just
No
being
mental structure.
somehow and not stressing about it. That was the most interesting thing for me. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alice. It's so nice to see you. Me and Alice, we worked for almost 6 months together and breathe excessively, and it's been a beautiful journy. So good to have you back.
And I'm going to Ibiza next Wednesday for 2 weeks, so it's such a good start to be with you.
Yeah. My love to you and Ibiza. Nanette, how was it for you?
Yes, it was a really great experience. Thank you. I felt like there was a bit of a vortex in the third eye. I could see lots of like a circle and colors. It was really beautiful. And what I could feel in my body, I can feel, I've been coughing since I've done it, and I feel like it's cleared things in my chest. I had really bad COVID at the beginning of the pandemic, and I've had trouble with my lungs, so I can feel it's released something, and just complete relaxing, like a peace, like a complete inner peace. So yeah, loved it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nanette. Nanette is joining our first round of breathwork facilitator, which is, I am so excited. And just to speak into your share before I get too excited, did you guys notice there is a thread of the gentle peace? You know, like Neda, you mentioned it, Naomi said that, you, Alice, said that, you know, like you didn't have intention, but you were absolutely cool with that. You didn't freak out. It was just peaceful. And like this, I am just noticing this frequency of peace emerging within the group. And I just want to notice and name that. Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Nanette. So excited to be with you for the first time. Oh, we're gonna have a big journey together. Anyone else, my beauty? So we have Anna, we have Alex, and we have Laksanya. Who wants to go first? If you don't want to share, you can just give me namaste so I know that you don't want to share. I respect and honor that. Anna, thank you for letting me know. It's lovely to see you. Hey, my beauty, would you like to share? Yes, 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 yes.
Hi.
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 Hi, beautiful. How was your experience? How are you feeling?
It was my first time doing a breath work for such a long time, like more than an hour. Well, it felt anyways timeless and expansive in a very grounded way, like expansive inside of my body. Yeah. I feel much more, I have more of that peace access, and I feel just soft and flow, and yeah, very nice. I have not expected to feel like that. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your trust and for coming for and experimenting. It's true, you know, normal facilitators, generally their session up to 60 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, and you have 15 minutes explanation, 15 minutes shares. So you get to breathe generally around 30 minutes, very rarely more. And so what I notice in this 30 minutes, you will actually, majority of you breathe actively, consciously, depends, but I would say 15 to 20 minutes, because after the peak, generally people tend to lose that focus, right? So in most cases, you will receive excess of oxygen for 15, 20 minutes. So what I do in my session, I extend that. So I do like a 90 minutes playlist, which means that you actually breathe in actively until we reach the peak for around 45 minutes. And so that allows you to receive as much oxygen as only possible for you for a longer period of time. And that very often intensify your mystical experiences on the descent when you're coming down from the mountain, from the peak. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm loving this frequency of softness and peace and flow and release. Thank you so much. Really lovely to have you here with us. Thank you. Alex, it would be so lovely to hear from you if you feel like sharing. Would you like to share with us? And if it's no, you can just show me through Namaste that you don't wish to do that. I cannot hear you. Unmute. Can you unmute yourself, please? Oh, that's it. Hello?
Hello.
Yes,
I'm not Alex.
Yeah, it says Alex in the. I'm so sorry. What is your name? Please introduce.
Simon.
Simon, you are Simon Becky's friend. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, so can you actually see me on the camera? Can everybody see me?
I can
This
see.
is my first Zoom.
Yeah.
Never done anything like this before.
You did amazing. You did amazing.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, it was very good. I got tingling in my hands and my feet. And after a while, I just became quite light and started losing sensation in my body. And I just kind of became very aware and very conscious inside myself.
Oh, beautiful. Very beautiful. Any rich observation, anything which struck you in this present conscious observation, internal observation?
It wasn't too much really striking me on my internal observation, if you know what I mean. It's not something I could really explain. It's just sort of more conscious awareness.
Beautiful.
Beingness. Separating the human from the being sort of thing. I was just sort of being, but consciously, but I'm very aware.
That is a gift. That is a rare gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, guys, I would love all of us to place one hand, left hand and right hand on your precious heart and take 3 and place your feet on the ground, on the earth, on the floor, somewhere where you can actually feel the sensation of the sole of your feet touching the ground, whatever ground you can find underneath. And so let's take 3 deep breaths from your heart and back into your heart. And now into your feet, out from your feet, and through your crown, and out through your crown. One more time, through your heart. May we all be guided by the gentle whispers of our hearts, by our inner mystic, by the depths and emptiness and profoundness and greatness and essence of our being. May we grow and expand and embody our gifts and share them freely with humanity. May we remember who we really are whenever we feel small and unimportant. May we find a way to our hearts, to our greatness, to our breath. May we remember our breath, which is the pathway, ultimate pathway to our inner mystic. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. And before you run away, I would love to share something with you. If you look at the chat, there is a link. If you all manage to open this link, there is something which is very dear for me, which is my greatest offering to the humanity, which I'm so deeply proud of. Mystic Within Breathwork Facilitator Training. There is a practitioner training and facilitator training. So you can just become a practitioner by doing the first 13 modules, and you learn all sorts of breathwork techniques. You feel how they impact in your system. You learn to incorporate them in your practice, in your work. You basically become a breath expert. we are not going into conscious connected breath. This I left for the facilitator. So that would be the second part, the second and third level of the training. So if you decide to become facilitator, you will learn everything automatically what the practitioner knows. And the main point is the inner work alchemy, trauma-informed facilitation, mystery of holding breath. And so it's a 6 months container, very, very tight. We've already been in the container for over a month, reading and cooking and sharing aha moments. And it's already been fruitful and revealing and so fulfilling. And once a week, we have a 90 minutes call where you are teaching me everything what you have learned doing a self-study. So you straight away go into embodiment, because that's what I believe is the key. No one is the teacher, no one is the student. We are all sharing knowledge and practicing with each other. So in the beginning of the week, I will share the module, you study the module, and then we drop in together and you teach me the module. You tell me your aha moments and you ask question and answer. And all of our journeys always include breath work, and most of them you will be leading them. So you will also have access for me after 6 months, 3 months, partial mentoring in a Voxer, because I feel this is so important. When I started my journey, I felt so unsupported, like my mentor, the course finished, I received my certification, and I could still reach out to my mentor, but sort of like a one-off. I want to hold the hands of my student as they are started walking. So you will have 3 months additional access to me. We will be reading 5 different books. All of them is going to change your life 100%. And we're going to write a biography, which will be reflecting in your 7-year cycle from the moment you were conceived to your birth, from the birth until you're 7, 14, 21. It's fascinating process. For me, it was deeply transformational. To get diploma, you need to attend 80% of the call and submit your biography and submit client evaluation forms for one-on-one and groups. And below you see the modules. Received before you give, anchoring personal daily practice, philosophy and history of breath, mysticism, anatomy of breath, felt sense as getaway to your intuition, pathway, shortcut to your intuition. And we're going to do that through alchemy meditation, super powerful, something you're also able to share with others, either professionally or just on a personal level. Brainwave state, self-regulation, preparing yourself in space, presence process, integration. This is also mind-blowing. It's a book, and we're going to dive deeper into that. It's basically focusing on the main emotions as anger, grief, and fear. So we're going to understand how all these emotions connected to each other and how it's actually the same unprocessed energy express itself on a different level. It's fascinating. Energetic protection, code of ethic of breathwork facilitator, most popular breathwork techniques and why, integration, anatomy and biochemistry of conscious connected breath, what we did today, contraindication, nervous system polyvagal theory, frame, how to create container, how to create themes if you want to do inner child work, if you want to do mother wound, father wound, death, rebirth, how to create those workshops where you can have, like here, masterclass, where you learn something and where you actually practically embody this knowledge. Connecting and grounding exercises, difficult shares, use of voice, language, power of inquiry, music, stages of the journey, touch, body work, body language, catharsis, as Neda said, what it is catharsis, trauma including developmental trauma, inner child, groups, how to hold groups, how to do mandala breath work. For those who breathed with me before, you know that I also really passionate about teaching breath work and eye gazing together, mandala breath work. So I will share my knowledge with you, how to train your team of angels when you have a big group, online questionnaire, legal waiver, intake form, aftercare, creating your marketing checklist. So basically, by the end of it, you will be able to guide your own session. The price for entire 6 months training and mentoring and all the modules is 5555. My first 5 students receive special price of 3333. I have one more place for that. And if you choose to pay in 3 installments, it's 3 installments of 1222. And that is pretty much it. Most of the students I want to train and to welcome them so that they can become mentors in my school going forward. So if there is a desire to straight away after you graduate work and teach others and embody deeper your knowledge, I will be inviting mentors to come and join my place. This is the biggest offering I have ever created, and I give a lot of my time, energy, and there is a lot of fluidity and flexibility. If you enroll until this year, I'm offering a lot of flexibility, a lot of support, and incredible pricing. So reach out to me. I am available to share more with you. I would love to welcome you. We're starting next Thursday, so there is possibility to join. And this particular group will have an additional mentor, incredible mentor. So you will not only receive me and my knowledge and my experience, but someone who actually graduated 2 groups before me from the same school, which is Alchemy of Breath. For those who want to check it out, Alchemy of Breath, they do Breathe the World, free breathworks every Sunday. And their course, if you were to become facilitators through them, it's 10 months and it's just under £8,000. So I'm using 70–80% of the content from my school and adding things which I feel more relevant. More powerful based on my experience and based on experience of the student, which I also been mentoring within this school, Alchemy of Brass. So if there is any questions, please reach out to me either now or connect with me. Yeah, I would really love to participate and become facilitator. Yeah. Yes. How do I pronounce your name? Laksanya? Yeah. Yeah. Let me write down here my contact number, my WhatsApp. Reach out to me. 6356424113. Okay. For those who have to rush, please feel free. Thank you so much. Drink some water. Remember to ground. Take a good care of yourself. Today, it's a self-pleasure Sunday, which means you only do things which give you pleasure. Amazing cakes, hot baths, self-pleasure. People who work with me know that I really value that too. And just take a really, really good care. If you want to chat to me about the training, feel free to stay here and ask questions. And for those who feel complete, have a gorgeous Sunday. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure sharing the breath with you. So much love, and keep connecting to your mystics.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you so much.
So bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
I can't leave. We're meant to stay and talk forever.
Simon.